So, I recently stumbled upon a pretty much forgotten feature of War Thunder, but one that, in my opinion, holds a lot of value for both beginner players and veterans alike: the item recycling feature. This feature was added early 2025 if I remember correctly, and since it was released at the same time as a big update, we probably shifted our focus towards grinding new vehicles at the time. At least that's what I did. I went back to explore this feature last week and it honestly impressed me, so I'll try to give you advice on how to make the most of it. First of all, where to find the item recycling feature and how does it work? You can find it when checking your inventory. It's literally the last tab. Once you open it, it will show all the recyclable items in your inventory. That includes boosters, wagers, orders, and reduction coupons. To my knowledge, those are the only items you can recycle. You can select as many items as you want from your inventory to use them in the recycling process. For every 2 items selected, you will get a random brand new one. The newly created items can be anything from the following list: time-limited boosters ranging from 10% to 500%, orders, wagers, reduction coupons for premium vehicles purchasable with Golden Eagles, once again ranging from 5 to 75%, and finally Silver Lions, but only 500,000 and 1 million bundles. Note that you are not forced to redeem the new recycled items straight away. You can wait for literally whenever you want to use the Create Item button. Now time to be realistic just for a second. As you can expect, the chance of getting a high value item like a 500% booster, a million Silver Lions, or a 75% coupon is very low, and unless you are very lucky, I wouldn't recommend deleting all the items in your inventory just for a small chance to get one of these rare drops. So when should you use this feature and which items should you recycle? Depending on your progression in the game, you might have different priorities. So here are my suggestions. If you are a brand new player, I would recommend getting rid of old wagers and orders in your possession. For the most part, the conditions to win a wager or an order are just very unrealistic, or force you to compete with the entire lobby to win a meager amount of Silver Lions, so in my opinion, not worth it. I would hold on to the boosters, no matter the percentage bonus, for they are very good to help you progress faster, especially early game. If you're not confident in your skill at first, you could still recycle the 300 or 500% boosters, or all those high percentage boosters which only work for one battle, with the hope of getting a 10% or 20% booster which is valid for at least 10 battles. In general, feel free to redeem every time limited booster that you know you won't be able to use for whatever reason. If you just log in, receive a booster valid only for 48 hours, but you can't play the game for a few days, just recycle it. Don't let it rot in your inventory. The last thing you can freely recycle are all the boosters below 50% reduction. Those are pure bait. If you plan on purchasing a premium vehicle at some point, just wait for a big occasion like the anniversary, winter or summer sales, when all vehicles are at 50% of their usual price. Any coupon below 50% is honestly not worth it. Lastly, save your backups and do not use them for item recycling. They are very valuable for new players. Now, if you are more of a veteran player with a lot of items in your inventory, here are my suggestions. You probably have a lot of backups in store, so they will be your main fuel when it comes to item recycling. I would still dump all the orders in the recycle bin because I personally find them too random and not profitable enough, but that's just me hating on those. If you find value in orders, feel free to keep them. When it comes to wagers, most of them are still pretty difficult to do, but you might want to try and fish for the best squad wager, as this one can be cheesed very easily as long as you find other players to do it with you. Lastly, if you are confident in your skill or have a very overpowered vehicle, the Destroy 5 units wager is also a good pick for making some Silver Lions pretty easily. You can recycle all the other wagers with your eyes closed. Finally, whether you are a new player or a veteran, never recycle permanent boosters. those which don't disappear after receiving them. They usually offer the best RP or SL rewards over many battles and should be saved instead of recycled. Overall, I think item recycling is a great feature, probably not promoted enough by the devs. I can see it being very useful, especially when those Silver Lion crates are available. Now you no longer need to activate 50 boosters at once and lose a ton of value on them. Instead, you can just recycle them and then create a new item whenever you feel like it. Anyway, let me know what you think of this feature and if like me you had completely forgotten about it. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one.